Hi class, this is Professor Rourke. I wanted to walk you through your first assignment, which is to enroll in my math lab. So as our syllabus says, and as a lot of the information on our Canvas course contains as well, my math lab is going to be our online textbook as well as how you're going to complete your homework and quizzes and also parts of the test. So very important that we get started and also comfortable with my math lab. And you can always keep me posted with any questions that you have. But I wanted to make this video to hopefully keep it simple. So I am starting on our Canvas course homepage. You'll see Math 135 statistics. You'll also see a button for the syllabus that you could click that takes us directly to the syllabus. There is a quick button that takes you to your modules. There's also a button that can take you just to the outline of our course and also to the virtual math tutoring. So the outline button is really going to take us to our Canvas course calendar, which is going to have all of the due dates for everything in this class, both my math lab and Canvas assignments. So everything that you need, if you're ever confused about when something is due, you can look at the Canvas course calendar. If you've never used the Canvas course calendar before, you should have whatever classes you're enrolled in as options for your calendar. So for instance, our class that I'm making this video for is Math 135 203, but whatever the math class is that you are looking for or whatever class calendar you're looking for, you can select that and also deselect any other possible courses. Okay, so back to our Canvas course homepage, there's also a button to enroll in the math tutoring sections, which is another assignment that I'm asking you to do for the first week to get things started. And there's a different assignment on that. I'm going to spend most of our time today discussing, again, how to get enrolled in my math lab, this video. So looking at the modules, again, I'm looking at this first assignment here, which is for this course due on September 14th, but it would have whatever the due date is for whatever course you have. And it has enroll in my math lab. Once you enroll, you are supposed to come back here to the assignment, click Start Assignment, which is the blue button at the top, and you can just say, I am enrolled in my lab, my math lab. They kind of interchange the two, my math lab or my lab math. Okay, but let me show you how you're going to do this. And there are a few options once you are enrolled in there in terms of purchasing. So I'm going to select on the blue menu on the left-hand side of my computer, the course navigation menu, MyLab and Mastering. Yes, I'm not going to submit that assignment. So once you select MyLab and Mastering, you should see this yellow button to open MyLab and Mastering. The first time that you enter, you have this Pearson end user license agreement, which you can just scroll through and click accept. You can read it as you'd like. Okay, so once you get to the sign-in screen, if you have a Pearson sign-in, if you are some of the few students who maybe perhaps have purchased access from a different stats class, maybe this semester or over the summer or a different semester, that the access you might want to check to see if it's still good or not, you can log in using whatever your login was for that other stats class. For most of us, we probably are going to want just to create a new account. Again, you can try to sign in if you've had Pearson before, or also if you've had Pearson, but it's been a long time and you know you never purchased our statistics textbook, you can just create a new account. So the important thing is that you do want to use an email address that you create account anyways, that you check, because when you send me questions through my math lab, I can respond to you and it can go straight to your email address. Also, you can just leave your username as your email. I just need to change it because I have done this as a student before, so they keep telling me I already have an account, but I want to walk through with you how to create your own account. So I had to change my username, but you should hopefully just be able to use the same as your email address. Or again, if you already have a Pearson account from a long time ago, you can just do what I did and just make your username really your email without the end part. Okay, so then you need to pick a password. And one of the things that is kind of different about MyMathLab is you are not allowed to use all the special characters. You can only use like the underscore, the at symbol, a period, or a dash. So that's sometimes a little different. Okay, you're going to type in your first name, your last name, and that you are a student. And then they ask a few more little detailed questions just to kind of get us going. Okay, so you do also want to make sure you agree to the terms, and I'm going to deselect to keep me informed of product related. So then we can click create account. I wanted to get through all this part here so that I can show you these options for purchasing, because this is where sometimes people get a little confused. I'm going to skip to verify you with my cell phone again, because they already have my cell phone. Okay, so here we are. We have register, select an option. First option listed is to use an access code. So if you have already purchased an access code from our college bookstore, that is where you will click access code, and this is the access code that you will type in. Okay, so for the few people who probably either have an access code, then you can just go ahead straight to there and click access code. However, most of us probably have not done that yet, and that's totally okay. There's an option listed to use a credit card or PayPal. So there's two options listed inside the use a credit card or PayPal option. So the first option says student access for MyLab Math Statistics for essentially rounding up $120. But then there's also a student access for 18 weeks for $85. So of course the $85 option is the cheaper option. The only thing is I just want you to be careful if there's any part of you that thinks that you may need to take this class, that you might need to withdraw at some point because you have a lot of classes this semester, or you have a lot going on in your life and you're really not 100% sure if you are going to be able to finish this semester, you might need to continue on in the spring, then you would want to purchase the full access, because 18 weeks is perfect for our semester. But if there's any part of you that thinks that you might need to have more time or drop it and take it again in the spring, you want to go for the full access, because just the worst case scenario is you have taken incomplete and need some extra time, or you decide your course and your work life are just too much and you need to take it in the spring, and then you need to repurchase the $85, right? In the spring, or whatever the future semester is, versus the $120 covers you for any future time. So that's just a personal choice for you, if you want to go for the 120 or the 85. However, no fear, if you do not have your access code yet, what I want you to do is look at the bottom of the page where it says, kind of small, waiting for financial aid. Even if you're not waiting for financial aid, this is what I want you to do, unless of course you're ready just to go for it and you want to purchase right on the website. You want to get temporary access without payment for 14 days. So it says use an access code, credit card, or PayPal before 14 days to stay into the course. And we will select that option, temporary access. Are you sure you want temporary access? Yes. So when 14 days expires from whatever time you started this, when you log in, you will see that same options to either enter the access code or to make the purchase using your credit card or PayPal, and they can click go to courses. So that is what I recommend you do. Again, for anyone who doesn't have their access code yet, is to just use the free 14 days, get situated, decide whether or not you need to go to the bookstore. Sometimes with financial aid, you need to make sure you purchase the bookstore in order to get reimbursed. Or if that's not a consideration that you need to worry about, you can use your credit card directly through the website, and you can either purchase the $120 option, which is permanent access, or the $85 option, which is 18-week access. And once you're in here, we have all kinds of different helpful features for you to get comfortable in MyMathLab, which I can talk with you more about, but I wanted to make this video about specifically getting started in MyMathLab. As always, definitely let me know whatever questions you have. You can always message me. You can also post on our frequently asked question discussion forum, which is right on the homepage. Whatever questions you can think of, you can just go ahead and click reply and go ahead and type whatever question you have. That if you have that question, there is a really good chance that someone else does as well. Okay, thank you, class. I look forward to working with you this semester. I'm so excited, and always feel free to reach out to me with whatever questions you have. Okay, thank you.